Hello everyone, I'm Mason and you're watching Aerospace Talk with Mason. As usual, I'm in Grand Forks, staying frosty. In today's episode, I will be covering a packing list for you guys full of things that you guys need to bring to Grand Forks. Also, a couple of helpful tips to survive your freshman year. Next, I will be giving you guys a brief rundown of how my flight training is going. Now let's get into the video. So, first things first, please like and subscribe. I would love it. And also, while you're at it, hit the notification button. Now, school is coming up. Most of you guys that are going to college are wondering what to bring and what not to bring. Obviously, bring your essential stuff that you need. But here's some essential stuff that some people might not know about for UND. First things first, bring a passport. A lot of people around North Dakota will go to Winnipeg. They got a nice aerospace museum, and it's a great place to just go and relax and hang out with your friends. Next thing is bring a UND hockey jersey. If you don't have one, go to the Sioux shop in the Ralph Engelstad Arena. UND just dropped some silky sweaters that they will be wearing this year, and they look pretty dope. Also, I'm sure going to get one. Also, if you don't feel like spending the money on a nice new jersey, there's also a lot of websites that sell cheap fake jerseys, mostly Sioux ones. And I have 2 Sioux jerseys myself, and I love both of them. I haven't been disappointed with either one. And then the next thing is bring a winter jacket. It gets really cold up here, so that's a pretty basic thing. And it gets cold pretty quick. Month of August will be nice and warm. September starts cooling down into the lower 60s, and then October you get below 50s. You will want a coat once it starts hitting below freezing, and as a UND student, UND's safety policies and procedures require you to wear a winter jacket with gloves and a hat. Next, here are some tips. Oh, also, bring some hockey skates. Once it does get cold out, there's a lot of winter activities to do around Grand Forks. One thing while on campus is the coulee will freeze, and a lot of people will go out and skate on the coulee. It is a fun thing to do. It's a kind of old school kind of way to enjoy your winter. And if you're a hockey player, the outdoor rinks don't put down water until after Christmas break, so you won't get to enjoy a good season of ODR without the coulee. Next, I'm going to give you guys some helpful tips to get through your freshman year here at UND. First thing is find a club or a group of people with the same interests. One thing that I did is I joined the lacrosse club last year. I also joined a fantasy football league with all the guys on my floor, and both of those things were very helpful. I actually think I won the fantasy football league. Yeah, it doesn't matter. But make sure you find something so you guys have a lot of friends to hang out with. I also joined an intramural hockey team. That hockey team is now thinking of making a flag football team. We were even thinking of doing a wiffle ball team. Mostly intramurals and clubs are a very good way to meet new people. I recommend doing both. I sadly did not join the Floors volleyball team. They were dominant and won the first season. I don't know if they won the second season of intramural volleyball. But there are a lot of intramural sports here to do at UND. I recommend doing at least one. The next thing is go to sports games, especially hockey. Friday night hockey games are by far the best time that I had at UND last year. It's great to go with a group of your friends to the Friday night and jam out to In the Air Tonight by Phil Collins before the game starts. It is a great hype video that they have. Love it. And most of the time, and it's always good when UND wins and start the sweep, hopefully. But football games are very fun. Also, there's a lot of events that the university will put on, like quiz night. They had an office quiz night, friends quiz night, Family Guy quiz night, How I Met Your Mother quiz night. I didn't make it to any of those, even though I love all of those shows. They also like to have therapy dogs at least once or twice throughout the semester. And some other pro tips: make sure you have a Instagram so you guys can go and follow Deek's Pizza. They give away $20 gift cards every week on Wednesdays. They start that once the school year starts, and it'll go all school year. Also, make sure you guys, there's a lot of great places to go get pizza. If you're an aviation student, most likely that you are, go to all the events that the airlines will put up. I went to SkyWest last year, and they had a skating night at the Ralph. It was the coolest thing I've done. That I would say the coolest thing that an airline has done. Also, a lot of airlines will give you guys the opportunity to have dinner with them, and they will pay for it. I also went to Envoy's presentation. They gave us Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A is so good, and it's a great way to fill your belly. The next thing, I'm going to give you guys a brief rundown of how my flight training is going. Last week, I finally passed my stage 25 on my first try. I shouldn't say finally passed, it makes it sound like I failed. But on my first try, I passed my stage 25 oral and flight, and today I did my solo cross country. I went to Park Rapids, Thief River, and I chilled out in one of the UND practice areas so I could build more PIC time. A lot of people said that going into their solo cross country, it was pretty boring. I thought mine wasn't that bad. It kind of went by faster than I thought I would. I wish UND would give pilots more time to build solo, more lessons to build solo time, because I feel like it's very helpful because once I get my private pilot's license, I'm only going to be flying by myself unless if I'm flying with a UND flight instructor. But I feel like you gain a little bit more confidence when you land by yourself and everything, and it's not as stressful, I noticed, when you're flying by yourself. At least that's just me. You don't have your instructor there kind of like, oh, you're doing this wrong, you're doing this wrong. You kind of feel more confident about yourself because you're all by yourself. If you're doing it wrong, who's going to know about it? Not saying that I do stuff wrong. I definitely do, but nothing too big. But so that went well today. I woke up at 5:30 to head out to the airport, and that's the earliest I've woken up in probably a month and a half, so it was kind of rough. What else? So tomorrow or Thursday, I got my written exam scheduled. I'm looking forward to that. Not really. Don't like taking tests. Yeah, so I will be posting more on Instagram too. Every week I will be about a couple of days before I drop an episode, I'll be dropping something on my story on my Instagram account, which I will give you guys the tag or my username on the final slide after this video. So go give that a follow. And as usual, please like and subscribe. Also, hit the bell while you're at it. And I will see you guys later, hopefully in a couple of weeks when I'm a private pilot. Alright, I'll talk to you guys later. Stay frosty, everyone.